Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Right now we are honored to have the one, the only Stacy Springer right here in our kitchen.
Thank you.
It's been a while and we're so happy to have her back. Stacy, how are you?
I am fabulous. I'm so happy to be back. You have no idea. This is like my home away from home.
Well, we are thrilled. And not only that, you're making something beautiful, delicious, comfort food for the fall.
Yes.
I'm excited to dig right in. So what are you making?
Okay, so this is the cool thing is this can be comfort and also healthy if you want it to be. It's up to you. If we have any allergy issues, this is quite keto friendly.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna do an Alfredo with shrimp.
But a bit of a fancy meal. Maybe a special occasion or...
See, this is the thing, is it's super, super simple, but it looks fancy. Kind of like this and like this. Like we're simple, but we look fancy, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, obviously I did some fresh noodles, okay? So you can get these at the grocery store and like they cook within 90 seconds, just in boiling water.
Which makes a huge simple. The fresh noodles, that taste.
There. I mean, yes, you can do the other ones, and that's totally fine.
It works.
I don't know if you've done zoodles before. Have you?
I have, but that's a great option, especially if you want to be healthy, gluten-free.
Yeah.
Just watch your carbs. These
so if you have somebody in your family that's doing pasta, you can do this before, even in the pasta water, and it cooks really, really quickly, like 30 seconds with some salted water, like the sea. You want a little bit of salt in there.
Perfect.
Okay,
perfect.
Cool. So we do that.
Okay, we have our noodles.
We've pre-done our noodles. So
perfect.
You guys can even do this like days before and I would put a little oil on them so they don't stick. Okay, and then we want to start our shrimp, but I also did some like rotisserie chicken. Okay, this is for easy. I mean, are you gonna go home and cook some shrimp, Christine, maybe?
You never know.
Probably not. Okay, let's be honest. No. Okay, so but we need a wicked, wicked hot pan. Okay. How hot? How hot?
Wicked hot.
Wicked hot, thank you.
Hot.
Yes,
Okay,
it's wicked hot.
Got it.
So you can tell because it's rolling off a little bit. Okay, and these ones I got from Lee's over here, and it's like, they're beautiful, and they are on a skewer, which makes it easy. They only need like 2 minutes.
And were these frozen, fresh?
These, he said, let me grab them frozen for you.
Oh, nice.
But they're already peeled, deveined, all that good stuff, and they were like super, super a great price. So
this is pretty flexible as well. You could grab just the little shrimp that are frozen in the freezer aisle if you want to get fancier.
Yeah, I just like the big ones. They're a little bit juicier. And as they turn pink, and then you can flip them on each side, and you just want it to look like opaque in the middle.
That's what's hard sometimes, is to know if your shrimp is fully cooked.
It's fair, it's fair. So I would give it like 2 minutes with wicked hot. Wicked hot, okay. So we also need to do our Alfredo sauce.
All right, and this is homemade.
This
not
is
from the jar.
homemade.
It's in the jar, but it's not.
And what's different about this one, have you been to like the restaurant and you go to heat up your stuff afterwards and it's like oily and it all separates?
Yes.
This one won't do that.
Really? How come?
Get ready.
Okay.
Get ready. Super secret.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it. Ready? Where's my eggs? We have
They
3
are right there
eggs.
by the blender.
You're so smart. Oh, they're in the front even. Okay, so we need eggs. We're gonna do 3 in the blender. Egg yolks, actually. Okay.
Just the yolks. Okay, so
just
save the
yolks.
whites for something else.
Yes. So, I mean, everybody does this little dance.
Yes.
Right? But now I'm putting the white in there. So, hey, look, we just roll with it.
Yes.
And we do that out of my house, too. Do you ever make mistakes?
No.
Me either.
No.
It's okay. It's just going to make it a little bit more liquidy, right? It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. Oh, there's a shell.
Oh, but ideally it's just the yolks, right? But you can make it work.
Yes, but did you know that the shell helps pull it out?
I
Shut
learned
the front
that
door.
trick recently.
Did
and
you?
It's very, very helpful. A little harder when you're having to dig it out of the blender.
Why?
But it works.
That's okay. Because you know what? Everybody makes mistakes, even professionals. Okay.
And you always have fun in the kitchen, which I love.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun because you're creating. You know what? And it's fun. Okay, so 20 ounces of heavy cream. This is where the keto friendly comes in, right?
Oh, good point. Yes,
Yeah.
the heavy cream.
No butter, no oil. Okay, and then I did some like Italian cheese, like a shredded Italian just from the store. And just put like 4 ounces. Usually the bags tell you how many ounces they are, so you don't have to measure. Like a couple cups.
And back to the heavy whipping cream.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
what?
I have to back up a minute. So no half and half, no, there's a lot of different kinds now.
There are, and half is half milk, half cream, right?
Right.
So I like the heavy
ideally-
cream because it makes it thicker.
Okay.
That's what you want, is a thick sauce, right?
Good to know, yes.
And we're learning that certain fats are good. Yeah? Yeah.
We'll go with that, yes.
We'll go with that. So no butter. Okay, so our shrimp is cooking. Okay, now we're going to put some nutmeg into this. Does that seem weird?
That does seem weird.
That's not.
But very fall.
Just very fall, we're falling it. Okay, so about 1/8 of a teaspoon. See how I measure?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a real cook. I don't measure anything, but you guys can measure.
You're a professional.
You can,
so.
yeah. See, and I'm actually not going to do salt in here because my cheese is going to be very salty.
Oh.
And I also salt my pasta and my shrimp.
Oh.
So we can always add salt later. You can't take it out.
No, you can't.
Okay.
So you've got plenty of salt already. So pepper.
We're good.
In there.
And pepper. Yep. Okay. So my noodles are done. So we're gonna start to warm them up because let's say I did these earlier, right? Mm-hmm. Or your zoodles. Did you see me throwing stuff?
Yes, I did.
Okay. We're gonna need it hotter. I turned it down so we could talk.
Yes.
So this is taking longer when you turn it down. Just remember that.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When I heat up noodles, I might just put them in the microwave. I've never done it this way.
Okay, you don't have to, but what I like about this with our sauce. Okay, so this is my fancy sauce that I already made, and we're gonna blend it. Do you see how thick and beautiful that is?
And that's it. That's all the ingredients in the blender. And you just blend it up and warm it up.
And warm it up. That is it. And you can keep it for 7 to 10 days in the fridge, just like that.
Oh, it's so simple.
And then we throw those on the floor because
you don't need them.
That's what we didn't need it. It was for pretty. We just needed some color.
It was.
I haven't wanted to cook in a long time. And, you know, this is something I went to school for like 10 years ago, and I loved it. And my business started growing, and I started getting really excited about it. And then something happened in my family, unexpected. I imagine you can relate. You know, we have things that rock our world. Well, that happened, and also I had a surgery, and I got pain pills. And it lit up my brain, and everything went away that I was worried about. And I could stay up all night, and I could do whatever I needed to do. And I became an addict very quickly. And I had no idea it was in my family because we didn't talk about it. So that was something that I got caught in a cycle of for about 5 years. Wow. And it was really, it had nothing to do with, oh gosh, I had a great life growing up. There was nothing that, I didn't have a sad story. It just took over. And I was so surprised that finally when I wanted help, it was really difficult to get the help. I asked several professionals, several friends, and the people in my world loved me, but they didn't know how to help me. So finally I did reach out to someone, and they got me into treatment. Do you want to make our sauce and talk about the rest later?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Pins and needles.
Pins and needles. I'm so impressed that you're so open about this.
Oh, yeah.
Sharing, there's so many things about your story that you touched on with the stigma and so many people that think this is a conscious choice and all the things that get wrapped up into that and how difficult it is to find help and get help. So people hearing your story definitely helps. But we are going to
We're going to do this. But I'm going to say one more thing, because secrets keep us sick. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's blend.
All right, so while we blend, we're actually going to take a very quick break, and we'll come back with more Alfredo pasta and Stacy Springer right after this.
Thank you.
And we are back with Stacy Springer making delicious food in our kitchen right here on Mountain Connections. We are ready to finish this up.
Yes, it's so simple. So simple. We only needed a second to make our blending. It was just loud.
And we have our sauce over there.
Our sauce is here, and we can see how thick it is, right? We did it. It's so beautiful.
And incredibly simple, I'm shocked.
So simple and delicious. Okay, so now I just put it in this nice warm pan, not wicked hot.
Got it.
Because that will totally torch our cream.
No.
Okay, so we did some for our non-gluten friends. Okay.
Very nice.
And we're gonna do, our shrimp is looking good. And I love to have a little raspberries in there.
I would not have heated up the raspberries, but that's incredible.
We're just doing a little
But now I will. Now that you've done it, I will.
Okay. Am I your first raspberry?
Yes.
So sweet.
At least warmed up hot.
Yes. And this is so fun. Like it stopped being fun for me when I was deep in my addiction, and it was just horrible because this was a passion I had, and it was something that I really couldn't get out of. It was crazy because you think it's like a choice, but it's both. It's a disease and a choice. Mm-hmm. And more and more people are knowing about it, which is great because when you get stuck, I mean, I have a good family, have a lot of support system, and I just felt so much shame that I didn't even want to tell anyone. And so now I'm like, if you need help, please, we're here to help you. So I brought a friend.
You absolutely did.
Can he come play?
Tell me where you are right now.
So right now I am in treatment. I've been sober for 49 days at Wasatch Crest.
Wasatch Crest.
Yeah, and it's been an amazing journey for me. I got my life back after 5 years. I didn't have any joy. Like I would listen to music, I would watch movies, everything to fill, and I couldn't.
And that's such a long time with a mom and a family.
Oh, and I had people to take care of, and it was the opposite of what people think. I was trying to survive with this medication or this addiction to stay alive for them. Mm-hmm. And I got to the point where I just couldn't do it anymore, and I was either going to take my life or I had to save it. And so I reached out to the right person, and they got me to Wasatch Crest. So
I'm so glad you're here today.
Thank you for letting me come back.
It's a very difficult journey. We appreciate you being open and vulnerable. And we actually have Matt from Wasatch Crest.
We do.
Here. He's going to wander on set with us and hopefully eat a great meal afterwards.
Yes.
We've got all this food. Matt, thanks for being here. Tell me a little bit about Wasatch Crest. Yeah.
So Wasatch Crest, we're located in Heber, so we're not far from here. We are a residential and outpatient treatment center, and we treat alcoholism, substance use, as well as co-occurring mental health. Mm-hmm. And we have sober living. Most of our clients start with residential, and we have that aftercare option for people. So it's not you're in a super structured environment and then you go home. And that's actually what Stacy's doing with us right now.
Yeah, and I was not going to stay that long. I was like, no way, I can't do that. And then the more and more I trusted the treatment, I realized how beneficial every day is. And I'm so excited for life. I never have. I haven't been in a long time. Like the next day I'm excited for because Wasatch Crest did the very simple things that I couldn't do myself.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch on too, it's so hard to hear people say that it's hard to reach out for help, or they don't know where to reach out for help, and it's a very difficult phone call to make. And,
yes.
I just wanted to, it's so great to bring awareness to this and be talking about it. It's a very difficult thing to talk about. And so if there's anybody out there struggling, or anybody that knows somebody struggling, you can reach out to Wasatch Crest. Our phone number is 800-385-3507, or you can reach us, get information about our program at wasatchcresttreatment.com. So, and the way I look at it, we're ambassadors to recovery. We want to help people find the right program. That could be us, that could be another program, or any other struggles people might be having. And so, but please reach out, call us if you know anyone that might need some help. And thank you so much for having me on here.
Oh, and thank you, Matt, for sharing this. And Stacy, this is part of this next step, coming here, cooking.
Yeah.
We so appreciate you being here today.
Oh,
and you have a beautiful finished product. In fact, well, we have this, but then you also have some breadsticks on that plate. If you don't mind handing me the. You made some breadsticks as well.
I also just threw some spices and cheese on that. That was like really hard.
You make it so
Anyone
easy
could
for
do
us.
that. It's great.
Well, I really appreciate you being here today.
Thank
It's wonderful to
you.
have you back in studio. We love to have you cook. Your passion, your enthusiasm, it comes across in everything you do. And thank you so much again, Matt, for being here. Good luck on your journey. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
And
Thanks
this
for having me.
incredible meal. We're going to take a break, and we are going to eat right here on Park City Television. We'll be back after this.